Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today's another Travel Notes Australia. It's Tuesday, so there's another entry going into my little journal here. And last week we talked about the pink dolphins. They were so much fun. Today we are traveling on to Tannum Sands. That was only a small place, but it was nice to walk the beach there. We then went on to Bundaberg. Now, these are the pictures that we're putting down here. Now, Bundaberg's known for its big Bundaberg rum factory. We don't drink, so they also have the Big Barrel, which I've just stuck the photo in there, and that's their soft drink factory. Oh gosh, they have some yummy, yummy soft drink flavors. So we paid to have a tour of the factory, and this is us here. When you pay, you get the tour of the factory, you get the tastings of all sorts of flavors.
And refreshing. It smells and tastes like a real guava, so it is very unique. The next brew is peach. It takes us 1 day to brew peach. So this one is the fastest brew in our range, and it tastes like a real peach you've picked off a tree.
And you get to pick a two, four, six, yeah, 6 pack of soft drinks of any flavor. You can just choose, mix and match your flavors, and you get to leave with that. Oh, we had so much fun. There's little things where you can sniff the flavors. What flavour is that?
Passion fruit, coconut.
And there's that shows how, they fill the bottles in the factory and everything. If you don't know Bundaberg, they sell the best Bundaberg ginger beer that you've ever tasted. So so that was a must do on our list, was to go to this factory. Now we tasted every flavor. We tasted every flavor in there. And when we came out, I said to Dave, "Oh gosh, I just burped. What was it? Pineapple or pineapple and coconut or whatever it was." And then walked on a bit further, I went, "Oh, just burped ginger beer." And and I swear, every time I burped, there was a different flavour come up. It was so much fun. So much fun. So we went through that and stocked up for our journey with 12 bottles of yummy Bundaberg soft drinks. So after doing that, that's all we did at Bundaberg. We didn't do anything else there. So, like I said before, there's so much to see and do. We just skipped over places, and you could do this trip 10 times over, I swear. So further on up the coast, we went to 1770. Now, they're the pictures on the right side here. I'm just writing that in now. It's a place called 1770, and it's a little campground that we pulled into. And see the top right picture? That was our view when we opened the back of our camper. It was amazing. Totally beautiful place to camp. We got just the pristine place to pull up. A lot of other people were camped right on the beach, but we like literally on the beach. This was our view, and it was awesome. You can see the photo that I've poked away in there. That's a photo of the bay. I'll pull that out and show you later. But the wildlife there was just amazing. The blacktail, not the blacktail, sorry, the red-tailed black cockatoos were just everywhere. they would walk around, eat, just they were so friendly, and they're just amazing big birds. They're like the big white cocky, but they're black with spots on their face and a red tail. And so there was all sorts of wildlife that there, lots of different things to see. And while we were there, we went for a ride on our bikes in town. We actually stayed there for 2 or 3 days, like a whole weekend. We got our camper, our what do you call it? Our awning. We set that up because into the tent, because not just the roof, we had like a tent sides to it as well. So we set all that up for the weekend, and it was just nice just to sit still for a few days, because most of the by this time most of the places that we had stayed at, we were like just staying one night and we'd travel to the next place and stay another night. So we were doing a fair bit of traveling during the day. So it was really nice just to sit still and enjoy this gorgeous, gorgeous place. Beach walking, bushwalks, the um, the information centre here had, this is a picture of Dave on the bottom right. It was, look, when you go into these places, we didn't research a whole lot ahead. Like I said, we just really enjoyed the whole thing about um free just what did I call it before? Um I don't even know what I call it before. Look, just not researching, just going there and seeing what's there and finding what's there. And when we went into the information center, we did that a lot, and I highly recommend that is to, when you pull into an area, straight away look for the information center. Go there. They can give you a rundown of the place, what events are on, what's happening, what to see, and where to eat, all that sort of stuff. We had so many lovely talks to the people at the information centers, and usually they're all volunteers. So, and that's where you can pick up your little souvenirs and stickers and bits and pieces. Because all the way around, we collected a sticker, and by the time we finished, one side of our camper was covered in stickers. It was really fun. So, um, yeah, make sure you pull into those information centers. They can also tell you what the area is like in the way of things to look out for, like crocodiles, snakes, the sea life. The more you go up higher on the coast, the more you have to look out for those sorts of things. So they can tell you all that and give you all that sort of advice. And yeah, and when we got there, they said, "Oh, this weekend we've got the Captain Cook Festival." And we were just like, "Oh, beauty." So cool. So we there was one day there in that weekend. That's the picture of Dave there on the bottom right, and they had that in the information center, and you could have your photo taken in this Captain Cook big picture. Oh, and here's me putting some bubbles on, putting some bubbles from all that soft drink we had, and yeah, so one of the days there, they had a reenactment of the landing of Captain Cook in that area, and it was so well done. I'll put a couple of bits of video in here.
Great, isn't it? It is.
And so that was just a bonus, getting something like that along with staying at this place. And yeah, like I said, we rode into town one day, had a look around the town, and they had a parade. Was it a parade? Yeah, I think it was that day, because we were on our bikes, and they had a parade as well where all the town walked by. Oh gosh, I forgot all about that. And so we stopped and watched that, and it was just so much fun to just interact with the community and what they were up to at the time. So yeah, look, make sure if you go around, you check out all those things along with your WikiCamps app. You can just find so much good stuff. Now, what else did we do? Um, Staying in there for 2 or 3 days just gave us time to relax from driving so much. So that's an important thing too, is to just every now and then just stay for a few days. Sometimes in places we stayed for a week. I know in on the west coast and in Darwin we stayed quite a while because we just wanted to enjoy those areas. So, the more a place has to offer, the more you should probably bunk down and just explore the area. I think looking back, we wish that we'd done that more. Um, yeah, so if and when we go again, we would definitely do that sort of thing. We would explore longer in the area and just sort of get to know some of the community, what the community has to offer. There's so many beautiful, beautiful places to visit. So on our way then, after that, rejuvenating our get up and go by relaxing by the beach, and oh, we saw some amazing sunsets here. It was just beautiful, a beautiful place. Definitely go back to 1770. Definitely recommend it. It's very busy, so you got to make sure you book. But we booked, I think, a couple of days in advance, and we got in okay. And that was a busy weekend, so we were very lucky to get where we got. Okay, then we went on to um, Gladstone. Now, the same thing again. We didn't see a whole lot of Gladstone because we were sort of skipping our way up the coast. We went to, we always look for um, lookouts. Lookouts, anything where you can see a really big area. And this picture here was a picture of the coast of Gladstone. Now, Gladstone is the gateway for Herring Island, so you'll have um, boats that go out to Herring Island. And looking back, we wish we'd done that. We wish we'd done more islands. While we did do quite a few, but we wish we did more. But some of those islands can be very pricey, so you need to take that in consideration in your trip, and just pick and choose which ones that would be important to you to look at. Because we had a camper, we chose the ones we could get our camper onto a ferry and go over like that, so we could use our own accommodation over there and it wouldn't be so pricey. And that's why we chose the islands that we did. So, standing at the lookout, we seen the ship coming back from Herring Island and in through the bay, and it was just beautiful, beautiful to see that. And we did a little bit of exploring around the coast. I think we had lunch down in the bay that day, and just enjoyed that before we moved on. So this was a beautiful part of the Queensland coast. Highly recommend 1770. If you're traveling that way, make sure you stop in, because it's not on the number one highway. If you look at the number one highway, it goes right round Australia and down in Tasmania. But you have to deviate off the highway number 1, because it doesn't see, obviously you don't see everything on there. And yeah, so in our next video we travel on to Rockhampton and Yeppoon and that area, and that is classed as the Capricorn Coast. So you're going further higher into the into Queensland, and you're getting closer to the equator, so it gets hotter and hotter. And but we did this over, well, we started, well, this one was in May, 23rd to the 25th of May, and it was still cool at night, but it was warm in the day. You could wear t-shirt and shorts and enjoy it. It wasn't too hot just yet. So yeah, that's that area. I don't know what more I can tell you. I know that we just totally enjoyed this area. It was just so much fun. So much fun. Because by this time we are very relaxed and starting to just melt into van life and getting into a routine. One thing I do suggest, if you're traveling in a van, make sure you buy a good porta potty that has chemicals that you can put in it and use it. We had one on board, but we thought, oh, we'll do our number twos, proper toilet and this and that, and we'll only use it if we really have to. Don't listen to that if you're saying that to yourself. Just use it. There's plenty of dump spots to put that in when you get to the next town. And, we used to use it at night time, not so much during the day, because we're always out doing something in the day, but at night time, use it. Just use it. And the chemicals that you put in it are absolutely fantastic these days. You can't smell anything bad when you put the chemicals in. So that's one thing I highly recommend. And when you get to the West Coast, there's actually rangers that ask you, do you have a toilet on board? Otherwise, they will move you on because you have to be self-contained, which means you need to have a toilet and water and all that sort of stuff on board. Because there's lots of places when you get off that East Coast that don't have a toilet or don't have, the amenities that you need. So that's a really important thing to have in your van or whatever you're traveling in. So this is just me filling in some memories of that area, and um I put, excuse me, I've not long had breakfast. I've put here discover and explore because we had Captain Cook and his explorers in that area. And I put some stencils of the cockatoos on there and the flowers, and yeah, it's just a gorgeous area. I would love to go back to 1770. Anything up past there, loved it. Just beautiful, beautiful. It's just like it's so different to the lower part of the East Coast. All right, so I think this is nearly me finished. I think what did I put on the bottom? Look. Yep, I wrote on the bottom, what an awesome place with a heart on it. So yeah. So next week, I hope you enjoyed this one. I know I'm not getting many hits on or views on this, but hey, it is what it is. And I just want to put this down. I so wish we would have done this as we were going around. But we sort of just put all that aside and just enjoyed the moment we were in. And that's really important too, we took lots of pictures, but we didn't dwell on putting so much up. I think we put some on Facebook and things like that, but we just enjoyed our time away from everything and everyone. So I hope you join me again next Tuesday for Rockhampton, Yeppoon, the Capricorn Coast up further, because it is spectacular. All right. So take care, guys. If you're new here, please should subscribe, like, and share. I'd love to have you here with me. I do all kinds of things. And I will see you soon for a new video. So take care. Bye.